Hey everybody, welcome back to the World Series of Commander. I'm your host Matthew McClure, aka Big Dice on Discord. And this week, we're going to be reviewing the other semifinalist, where Fallout Mind is playing Timeless Wisdom. Timeless Wisdom is a Jeskai control deck where ultimately they're trying to cycle and draw a lot of cards until they can either combo or get enough creatures on the board to overtake their opponent. Their opponent is also playing a Lorehold Legacies deck, where he is going to be playing Alibou as well. It seems like Alibou is the favored commander. People want to be able to play it, give their stuff haste, and attack for massive damage. Let's see how they do in game one.
So I prefer to not see you go to 6.
Yeah, that would be bad. All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll play it.
All right, take us out.
Let's go with a mountain and pass.
I'll see your mountain, and I will raise you a plains.
Ooh.
Pass the turn.
All right. Huh. I'll see your plains and raise you a plains. Then I will.
From a much better plane from the looks of it.
2. And we'll go Ornithopter of Paradise.
Oh, good card. Solid card.
And pass turn.
All right, I'll see your mountain and raise you a mountain.
Ooh, boy.
And I'll see your Ornithopter of Paradise for an Izzet Signet.
Okay.
And that's all she wrote.
All right. Now, if I play a island here. All right. Let's go for Rexian Core. 4. We'll tap for a blue. Why not? Cast Hedron Archive.
Good card.
Pass turn.
Draw. Plains. Let's go with Regaring Crystal.
All right.
And say go.
To Mind Stone.
Sure.
And we'll go for Alibou.
Sure. All those things resolve.
All right. I will go to combat.
As you move to combat.
Absolutely.
So you control what, 4 artifacts?
3. If I were to attack with Ornithopter, it would be 3. 3 tapped.
Oh, it's only tapped
Yeah.
artifacts.
He triggers only for tapped artifacts. So he does not count himself.
No effects.
All right.
Proceed to declare attackers at your leisure.
We will declare Ornithopter as an attacker,
Yes.
triggering Alibou.
Yes.
I will direct the 3 damage at you.
No other effects. I go to 37.
And I will resolve Scry for 3.
Just to try to keep both of these on the 1, so it doesn't get confusing.
I'm going to leave that on top and put these on bottom.
All right, anything else?
Second main, I will pass turn.
All right. So I don't necessarily like using this now, but I'm not going to feel bad about it. We're going to overload a Vandal Blast.
All right. That gets it done.
And graveyards are okay, right there. And then I'm going to say go. one of the main reasons I kept that hand. Not gonna lie.
That is fair. Yeah, we'll tap Phyrexian Core into the pool.
Boros Garrison.
Play a Boros Garrison. So 1 colorless floating, mountain, colorless, faithless salvaging.
What does that do?
Discard a card, then draw a card.
Sure.
All right. And then it has rebound.
Okay, so it'll be cast on your next upkeep.
Yep. So
Solid.
discard and draw. All right.
No further effects.
And then we'll go for Faithless Looting.
Resolves.
All right, we'll draw 2.
No issue with that. It plays ball.
And
You are digging through some stuff.
discard.
I will
Discard
be
Pianalar and Mountain.
I will be curious if Osgear is still in your 99. Because he was earlier in the league. I don't know if he is now.
He was earlier. That is very true.
Out of
And
respect,
then
if
I'll
nothing
pass.
else. To be like, yeah, I've already seen you once. I might see you again. I don't need to learn your tech the easy way.
Right.
Okay, so both of these are really good choices. I think I'm going to go with the one that draws cards for now. Niv Mizzet the Fire Mind.
All right. He's good.
And then I will pass the turn, because
All right.
this big boy doesn't have haste.
We will untap. Upkeep. We'll go. Faithless Salvage again.
Oh,
Ditching
Sculpting Steel. Good card.
We will draw. And then we will draw for the turn. 3. Generous gift.
Get a 3/3?
Get a 3/3 elephant.
Okay. Because I have this dice
Yeah,
be my
I don't
elephant.
think I have an elephant. Token.
Oh, it's no good. We got this.
All right.
It resolves.
I'm gonna plain cycle
Okay.
Angel of Ruins
Sweet.
and land for the turn. And I'll pass to you, sir.
Draw. I will not get to ping you for a damage because Niv Mizzet is dead,
Yeah,
but that's okay. It was a good thing to kill.
that's why we like him.
Firmly in the yard, far away from your life total.
In the dead zone.
He'll be back, maybe. I don't know. No, he won't. No, he won't. I don't do any reanimation in here. All right. Well, might as well do the second thing I could have done. Let's spend that a little differently. Let's leave out a blue. Combustible Gear Hulk.
Oh, all right.
So as it enters the battlefield, I can either draw 3 cards,
You can mill.
or I can mill 3. Okay.
You can mill it.
So milling an Opt,
Opt 1,
a land,
a land 0,
and a Nimble Obstructionist. So you're going
And
to take 4 damage.
4 damage. Moving to 36.
I'll put those over in the
So
yard.
combustible.
And obviously 6/6 with first strike.
Absolutely.
Swing my 3/3 elephant at you,
Absolutely. Go to 33.
and that'll be it. That's all she wrote.
All right.
And for
We'll go 6. Duplicate.
exiling this.
Exiling Combustible Gearhulk.
6/6.
It will be a
Duplicate.
6/6 duplicate. And then I'll pass turn.
Draw. We'll play Forgotten Cave as land for turn.
Absolutely.
Gavi Nest Warden.
Yep.
I'm gonna cycle Astral Drift for free.
Yep.
I'll not use its ability. I'm gonna say flicker. Can you flicker Gavi? Exile target creature, if you do, return it at the next end step. Sure, I'll flicker Gavi.
All right.
Already used her ability, but I won't get to make a cat because she won't be in play to see me draw the card.
True.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast this at sorcery speed, even though it's gonna be a little sad. Cast out,
All
targeting duplicate.
And that is...
It's gonna exile it until this leaves play.
Okay.
And then I will move to my end step, returning Gavi to play.
Absolutely.
And it's your turn at your leisure.
All right. And we will draw. We'll do 3. And flashback Faithless Looting.
Sure.
This feels bad. All right, we'll go like that. Ditch a Chaos Warp and a Dig Site Engineer.
What's a Dig Site Engineer?
Dig Site Engineer is white 2, 3/3. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you can pay 2 if you do create a 0/0 colorless construct that gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control.
Oh, it makes Urza tokens.
Makes Urza tokens.
Pretty sweet.
And then we will go for a Darksteel mutation on the Gavi.
That resolves. It's a 0/1 with no abilities, but can still attack.
Yes. And I will pass turn.
All right. Draw. All right. So first order of business, let's get in with this 3/3.
Absolutely. I will go 30.
All right, let's go ahead and cast Bonder's Ornament.
All right.
It's tap for a mana of any color or pay 4, tap it. Each player who controls one draws a card.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
All right. Mountain. And we'll go for Alibou.
Alibou resolves.
All right. And pass turn.
On your end step, gonna pay 4. Use Bonder's Ornament to draw a card.
Absolutely.
Anything else on your turn?
No, sir.
Okie doke. Draw for turn. Let's play a waste.
Oh, what a waste.
You'd think. We are going to go ahead and pay a blue off of Regarin Crystal to Rapid Hybridization Alibou.
Oh, no. Oh, no. We destroyed our life.
You get a humble 3/3 green frog lizard.
You know what? That's further away than it's worth chasing down right now. All right. All right. So we will make a 3/3, and we'll just stick it on the back of this here pest token. Haha, blocker.
And then I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
All right.
It's a very slow and purposeful pairing of taking 3 damage.
Yes.
We're just going to keep bolting each other slowly. As Garfield intended, I'm sure.
Yes.
Burnished Heart can resolve.
Wow, I gotta stop doing that. All right, Burnished Heart
Resolve.
gets to live another day, and I will pass the turn to you, sir.
On your end step, we're going to do the whole dance of I say I pay 4 to draw a card.
Absolutely.
Draw for turn. All right, going to pay a blue and 1 for Cloud of Fairies.
All right.
Untaps 2 lands.
Yep. We will pass the turn.
Okie dokie. On your end step, we're going to do Bonder's Ornament.
All right.
That's a card. Not unhappy to see it, but it could have been literally anything else, and I probably would have been happy. Well, I wish I didn't draw that, but I'll play it. Island.
Hey,
On the bright side, I'm never going to not have enough mana.
that's right.
Let's see here. Swing for 1 in the air,
We'll go to 28.
and I think we'll leave it on that.
All right. Let's go. 1. Make that 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we'll go for an Alibou.
Resolves.
Oh, man.
We got there.
He got there. And I'm going to go with Ancient Den.
Good card.
And we would pass the turn to you, sir.
All right, on your end step, we're going to do a couple things.
All right.
Going to pay 4, Bonder's Ornament, draw a card. Dig it. That's what I drew. Then I think what we're going to do is pay a white and functionally 2 others for Radiance Judgment targeting Alibou. Destroy target creature of power 4 or greater.
4 or greater. That gets there.
All right. And now we'll properly begin my turn. Draw. Mountain is land for turn. Swing for 1 in the air.
It gets there.
That's 1, 2, down to 1 makes 3. White and 2, any others. So that's, I need to add 4. Gonna cast Approach the Second Sun.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna
All right.
gain 7 life.
Yep.
It's gonna go 7th from the top. We're gonna put it face up for sake of dramatic effect.
Ooh.
If the actual deck ever gets shuffled, I'll put it back face down.
Yep.
And then that's all she wrote. Take your turn.
All right. I'm going to tap Command Sphere
Sure.
for a red. We're going to sack it.
Draw a card.
Use 1 to go for Spirit of the Labyrinth.
That's I can only draw 1 card and cast 1 spell a turn, or is it
Only can draw
only
1 card
draw?
each turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Good card.
And we'll go 1 for a Skull Clamp.
Sure.
And we'll go 1 to put it on Elephant Boy.
Sure.
No, this is a frog. No, this is a yes. Yeah, and then we will pass the turn.
I'll use Bonder's Ornament to draw my 1 card for this turn. Then that's it for that turn. Draw my 1 card for this turn. Desert of the Fervent, and it's
All right.
play tapped.
Absolutely.
Oblivion Stone,
All right.
just in case things get a little frisky.
Fair enough.
Swing for 1 in the air,
I'll take it. 26.
and we'll say go.
All right. I'm going to put Scroll Clamp on Spirit of the Labyrinth.
Sure.
That's going to kill him.
He died a noble death. 2 whole cards.
He did. And we'll get to...
Gets you 2 whole cards.
Woo.
Was it
We
all
love it.
land?
It's everything we needed.
Oh, I like the sound of that one bit.
Battlefield Forge. Go to equip.
Sure.
And we'll pass the turn.
So on your end step, I have a quick question.
Absolutely.
What's your life total?
26.
Okay, just making sure.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna activate Bonder's Ornament.
Yep.
Draw a card. And then I will pay 3 to cycle Achroma's Vengeance. Draw a
Absolutely.
card. And now I'll just take my turn as normal. Waste as land for turn. 3 cards. So white, something else, spend the something else for is it so. With 1 Jeskai mana,
Sure.
we're gonna cast Eldrazi Displacer.
All right.
Gonna spend a colorless and 2 of anything else. Flicker Gavi, returning her to play tapped under its owner's control.
Yep.
And I'll go ahead and flicker your token on the Skull Clamp.
All right. It's
Move.
exile effect, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Move to combat, swing for 4.
All right. We take 4. Go to 22.
Pass the turn.
All right. Go for mountain.
For your reference, I only have enough wastes to do this twice a turn.
Very good. Very good.
Just for ease of your knowledge.
Go for Alibou.
Resolves.
All right. Go for Skull Clamp.
Resolves.
All right. And pass turn.
All right, end step, activate Bonder's Ornament, draw a card.
Ooh, boy.
And then I'm going to use Gavi's ability to cycle Vizier of Tumbling Sands. I'm going to have it untap Arcane Signet,
All right.
draw for cycling,
Absolutely.
make a cat from Gavi. Then still on your end step, going to pay 2 to cycle Tectonic Reformation.
Yep.
Drawing the approach. Then I'll move to my turn.
All right.
Untap. I'll keep draw. White. Going to try to cast approach for the second time.
You got it.
All right,
Game
2. Will take us out.
All right. Plains. Pass turn.
Desert of the True.
Ooh.
Not technically a plains.
Desert of the Real. All right.
But I'd argue it functions exactly the same.
Rogue's Passage.
That's
And
terrifying.
we'll pass.
I don't like that.
Sometimes you got to get in, you know.
I don't like that one bit. Don't care for it. Basic land cycling and migratory route.
Absolutely.
Grabbing an island and saying, go to you.
All right. Go with Loshi.
What
Your cut
does
is good.
that do?
Loshel, I guess, is the proper pronunciation. 2/4 prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to attacking artifact creatures I control whenever one or more artifact creatures enters the battlefield under my control. I draw a card. This ability may only be triggered once each turn.
Island.
Absolutely.
Pass. As much as I don't care for it. Nothing much else to do.
Let's move to combat.
As you move
Yes.
to combat,
We'll
I'm gonna
move into
flash
combat.
out Deceiver Exarch to tap it.
Okay, bam. Loesch. The Loesch has been tapped. Second main, we'll play Cursed Mirror.
Sure.
When it, as it enters the battlefield, you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste. Which, I guess we'll make it a copy of Deceiver Exarch until
Sure.
end of turn. And then we'll pass turn.
We will say go.
Battlefield Forge. We'll go for Alibou.
Resolves. Let me know when you move to combat.
That's going to trigger
Yep.
Loesch. I'll draw a card. Move to combat.
Rapid hybridization Alibou.
All right. To the zone he goes. We will make a 3/3. And doesn't really make pass turn.
Hold on. Do I have cycle 2 in hand? No. Okay. I'm going to play Ash Barrens as a land for turn.
Absolutely.
Which is just feeling sad today. Solemn Simulacrum.
All right.
You got a basic land to the deck and to play tapped. We're gonna grab an actual. We're just gonna get a second blue source here.
All right.
I'll tap it in a moment, just demarcating it as that's the one I'm grabbing.
Sure thing.
A much slower start for, I guess, both of us. I'm not really sure about how you're playing out right now.
Yeah.
Tapped. And I'll say go. At least now I'm back on like mana parity with you in terms of where we should both be. If you play a land at least.
That is fair. If I play a land.
Which I hope you do. Because I prefer to not see you slowly get mana deprived.
I would like that as well.
It's never fun to see your opponent get mana screwed.
We'll go for Steel Overseer.
I really don't care for it, but it gets to see the battlefield.
All right. We'll trigger Loesch. We will draw. I will pass turn, sir.
Okie dokie. Draw. Reliquary Tower.
Yep.
Gavi, Nest Warden.
I'll respond. Counter.
Red her Pyroblast. Resolves.
All right.
As much as I'm not going to enjoy what you're going to do during it, I pass the turn to you.
All right. On tap and draw.
I need like 2 more individual colored sources to do meaningful effect. And I need to be on exactly 40, not 47.
Hedron Archive.
Resolves.
Right. I'll take 1
Sure.
and go for Master Trinketer.
Sure.
1 to 39 to make a white. I will then pass the turn to you, sir.
All right. Waste. Right, so I'm going to float a white and a red,
All right.
blue and a white. Cloud of Fairies.
Absolutely.
Untap these 2 lands.
Absolutely.
Float 2 more white. Sorry, 1 more white, 1 more red.
All right.
I'm going to commit everything to 2 spells. First order of business, I'm going to cast. Actually, I'll just do the 1. Just 1. This
Okay.
one. Slice and dice. Deal 4
right.
damage to all creatures.
To all critters. All right.
I will draw a card of Solemn Simulacrum die.
All right.
And I will pass it up to you.
All right.
Now that our board states are much more clean.
Yes. Land. Let's leave a red open and go for Alibou.
Oh, I don't like it, but it's here.
And we'll pass turn.
Just gotta check my graveyard quickly on your
Absolutely.
end step. Draw. Well, second verse, same as the first, I guess. A Chroma's Vengeance.
All right.
Destroy all artifacts, destroy all enchantments and creatures.
Oh boy. Okay. Yep.
Pass the turn to you.
Pass turn.
Draw. Mystic Monastery.
Yep.
Pass. Simply pass.
I'll pass the turn to you, sir.
End step. I'm gonna go ahead and cast this a little early. Sphinx's Revelation, X for 4.
Okay.
I gain 4 life. Give us a little bit of that good old-fashioned padding. Draw for turn. Command Tower.
Yep.
8 cards. I'm going to cast Oblivion Stone
Okay.
and then pass the turn.
All right. Go for Steel Hellkite.
That's when it deals damage, you can pay X and then kill all non-land permanents of cost X exactly or X or less.
It's X, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X whose controller was dealt damage by Steel Hellkite this turn. Activate only once each turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Solid card. Resolves.
And I will pass turn.
All right. Draw. So white and 2. I'm going to cast Powis Jailer.
All right.
As it enters, I become the monarch.
Okay.
This Hershey bar shall be
The monarch.
our crown.
All right.
As it enters the battlefield, I will also exile Steel Hellkite until I become the monarch. Which until I am no longer the monarch,
All
I
right.
should say. So it's in jail.
All right.
And it only leaves jail if I stop being the monarch. It isn't
Gotcha.
the normal O-ring effect.
Okay, so even if he is gone, even if he goes away,
Correct.
okay.
is just the moment that I am no longer the monarch.
Yep.
Your stuff returns.
Absolutely.
All of it, even if he gets more than one target.
Gotcha.
And then I do not have enough to cast Gavi again this turn. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I will just pass.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I have to draw for the monarchy. It's the whole important thing about being the king. Though that forces me to also have to discard.
Absolutely.
So I will get rid of Fierce Guardianship.
All right. Go for Chandra, the Flame Caller.
What does she do? What's all of her effects?
4 loyalty, +1, create 2 3 red elemental creature tokens that have haste, or 0, discard all cards in your hand, then draw that many cards +1, or -X. She deals X damage to each creature.
I will go ahead and absorb her.
All right.
Making me use all my counters today, aren't you?
Yes.
Though that is how you get rid of control.
And Pastor?
That is in fact the age-old strat, isn't it? Make them use it. 'Cause they can't counter everything. Draw. Chivalry.
This guy real quick.
Oh, please do. I think I'll just swing for 2.
All right.
And then I will pass the turn to you at your leisure.
All right. Play a tapped Myriad Landscape. We'll pass the turn to you, sir.
On your end step, we're going to put a fate counter on Palace Jailer.
All right.
It's going to denote it as this Firefly dice with the store symbol up.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't get confused with a +1/+1 counter or anything else like that. Draw. Swing for 2.
All right, take it. 35.
We're going to say go.
All right.
I went draw for the monarchy, which forces me to have to discard a hand size.
Yep.
Pitch this Plains.
I'll play a Plains.
Sure.
Pass the turn to you, sir.
All right, on your end step, I will do nothing of note.
All right.
Gonna pay 2 life for a Gataxian Probe.
All right.
I'll target you.
All right. That lets you see my hand.
Yep. All right, so we got Counter Magic, Mirror Incubator, sack it, search for any number of artifact cards with them for the game, put that many artifacts, need that many 1/1s. There's my commander, removal, what does Bosch do? Second artifact, burn for its mana value. I haven't seen a new printing of him in a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sculpting Steel, copies, any artifact in play, not that you control. Okay, we're good. Put it back in your hand. Draw for Gix Probe.
Yep.
Waste as land for turn. I'm gonna swing for 2. Gonna go ahead and float a white to cycle cast out.
Okay.
Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to discard when I draw for Monarchy. 1, 3, 4, 5. What's your life total?
33.
Okay. All right, moving to end step, drawing for the monarchy.
Yep.
Moving to discard step, pitching Forgotten King.
Yep.
And it's on you.
All right. I will, during your end step, sacrifice the Myriad Landscape. So I'm digging for mountain and mountain. All right. Untap. Okay, and draw. Alright. Go for a Dark Steel Citadel.
Sure.
And we'll go for Mirror Incubator.
Resolves.
Alright. Pass turn.
Draw. Is it Signet?
Yep.
Vandal Blast, not overloaded.
Vandal Blast not overloaded. Yep. That gets it.
Swing for 2. Pass the turn to you at your leisure.
All right. Your Monarch.
Yes, draw. I still think I'm at 7 now, so I shouldn't have to discard. Yep, we're good. Long may I reign.
Go for Alibou.
In response.
Yep.
So it's going to go onto the stack.
Okay.
So 3 blue. Let me just. My intent. One of this is going to go towards improvise.
All right.
And then this is. So it's a total of X for 5.
All right.
So we get a 5 or less artifact from deck into play. Assuming it resolves.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna get 5 or less. I'll get Psychosis Crawler.
All right.
And then.
And what is Psychosis Crawler?
So its power and toughness is my cards in hand.
Yep.
Whenever I draw a card, each opponent loses a life. Go ahead and cut that for me. And then Alibou is going to get to resolve.
All right.
And you've cut, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure you got your use of that.
And then we'll pass the turn, sir. So I'll take 1.
You can take 1 damage, or you lose a life, but the end is the same.
30.
Alibou is a big, big thing. Let's see if I can make it less big. So that'll be 1 into blue-red. Need 1 more. Gonna cast Zealous Conscripts. I'd like to borrow Alibou for a turn.
All right. You're borrowing him.
Let's go ahead and pay 3 for Bonder's Ornament.
All right.
I'm gonna float 1, and then pay 3, pay 4, put a Divinity counter on my Psychosis Crawler.
All right.
Going to move to combat.
Yep.
Move to declare attackers. Gonna swing for 4, 6. We'll leave it at 6, and Alibou's going to hit you for 1, 2, 3.
3? Yep. So I'll take the 3 from Alibou. Go to 27. And then no blocks.
So 4, 6.
21.
Going to go to my end step. Alibou returns to you. The monarchy triggers. I draw a card.
Yep.
You lose a life from Psychosis Crawler.
20.
And then pass the turn to you at your leisure.
All right.
For point of order, Psychosis Crawler is currently a 6/6.
Yeah. And how does Monarch work again?
Whenever I take combat damage,
Combat damage.
the person who does it becomes the monarch.
Okay.
It isn't just damage in general, it's combat
Damage, yep.
Or if you have other effect that makes you become the monarch, you then steal the crown. Either means would work.
All right, yeah. Tap. Sculpting Steel.
Sure.
That is going to become a copy of. All right, so will Sculpting Steel to become a copy of Oblivion Stone.
Not a bad choice. It's pay 4 to give fate counters, 5 to Wrath.
Yep.
So you, unlike me right now, have the power to Wrath at any time.
Ooh, la la. Well, I'm going
It's
to tap
a powerful position.
4 in Rogue's Passage to make Alibou unblockable this turn.
In response,
Yes.
I'm going to pay a blue, losing a life to make a blue off Shivan Reef.
Yep.
And I am going to cycle Hieroglyphic Illuminations to draw a card,
All right.
making you lose a life, Psychosis Crawler. Pass priority back to you as the active player.
I'm going to go to 19. All right. Then I will go to combat.
Sure.
Declare attacks.
Yes, I'll take an auto 1 damage because of Alibou's own ability. You have tapped
2.
artifact lands, right?
Yes. So it'll be 2 damage, which I will direct there.
Sure. So Palace Jailer will die
Will
to your
die.
effect. I will legally be unable to block Alibou, and I will
scry
take
2.
4 damage, going to exactly 40. You become the monarch. Your Steel Hellkite returns to the battlefield under your control. Long may you reign.
Thank you. I agree.
The old king is dead. Long live the king.
And then we will generous gift your Oblivion Stone.
Sure.
Then I will pass turn and draw a card from the Monarchy.
And this will be my elephant.
Yes.
Draw for turn. You lose a life.
Yes.
I
18.
will for turn. You are at 18 life?
18 life.
Okie dokie. All right, so white, 2, so white 2, and 1 more for good measure. I'm gonna cast Cataclysmic Gearhulk.
Okay, what is his?
So as it enters the battlefield, assuming it resolves, each of us will choose an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker, and sack the rest.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna resolve.
Okay. All right, so I believe I have to choose first because I'm the active player. All right, so I'm going to choose. This is my artifact.
Okay.
This is my creature. I have no enchantments, no planeswalkers.
Yep. All right. I will make a similar choice, and Sculpting Steel will bite the dust.
also don't forget about your artifact land.
Oh, yep. Darksteel Citadel will also die as an artifact. Land destruction.
A happy little accident.
That's fair.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna cast Zenith Flare.
Zenith Flare.
Cycling cards in my graveyard are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cycling cards.
Yep. Gets him.
So it takes 8 damage. I gain 8 life. So I'm just gonna put a dice back here on 8. 48 life. And then I'm gonna move to combat.
Yep.
I have 4 cards in hand, so I'm gonna swing for 4. Psychosis Crawler.
I will respond.
Yes, please do. What you got for us?
When you enter your attack step.
Yeah, so I have not declared attackers yet.
Guess I should have ended up doing that the other way, but that's fine. I will dispatch to tap Psychosis Crawler.
Dispatch. I will pay 3 for Countervailing Winds.
All right.
Counterless, you pay 1 for each card in my graveyard. I think we can all recognize is
Very good.
quite a few.
Yes.
And I did not cycle that, so I don't draw a card. Now I'll be swinging for 3.
Yep. And I will take the 3. The 15.
And I become the Monarch.
The Monarch.
I'll move to my end step.
Yep.
Drawing for the Monarch.
Absolutely.
Your turn, you lose a life to Psychosis Crawler.
Yes. And he is now a 4/4?
Correct. He's a tapped 4/4.
All right.
I have not seen a dispatch in years. That card is fun. Darksteel Mutation on Psychosis Crawler. I don't like it, but I'm pretty sure that resolves. Yep.
And then we'll go Bosch Iron Golem.
Sure.
We'll go to combat.
Yes.
And we'll attack with Bosch. Triggering Alibou.
So I'm gonna auto take 1 from
I'm going to direct it here.
okay. Well, this is indestructible.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, the one.
So I'll take 1 from Alibou.
Alibou, and I'll scry 1.
Do I want to block Bosch and keep the monarchy? Yes. So I will block Bosch with Cataclysm and Gear Hulk.
Okay.
So the Gear Hulk is going to die. It's only toughness 5 versus power 6.
He'll trample over for 1.
That's trample.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just 6.
6.
I'll just go ahead and go to 30, 37. Long
Leave
may
that
you
on top.
reign. I can probably get it back.
And I will pass the turn, draw for the Monarch.
All right. Restoration Angel on Psychosis Crawler.
Yep.
Cycle Desert of the Mindful.
Okay.
You lose a life.
Yes, sir.
Cast Astral Drift.
All right.
Cards in hand 4. 4, 5. This is 4, 5. Swing for 8.
He doesn't have haste.
Oh, that's true. So just 4.
I'll block.
All right, so they will trade because neither has first strike.
They'll just bounce off each other, yeah. They're both 4/5s.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
So bing, bing, and vigilance obviously not tapped. Say go.
We'll go for Boros Signet.
Resolve.
Precursor Golem.
What does that do?
When it enters the battlefield, it creates 2 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature tokens.
Okay.
And then whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell that targets a single golem, a player copies that spell for each other golem that it could target.
Resolves. And I say neat. That gets a solid neat from me. I like it.
Douche.
It's a neat effect. It's on instants or sorceries?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will go to combat.
Yes.
Come 1, 2, 3, 4. Trigger Alibou for 5.
All right, where's the 5 being thrown at?
The 5 will go to Psychosis Crawler.
All right, so on target, I would like to cycle Nimble Obstructionist to counter that ability.
Okay, to counter Alibou's ability.
Yes, and that'll also trigger Astral Drift, and I will exile target creature and return it at its owner's next end step. I will go ahead and do it to Bosch, Iron Golem.
Let's see if I want to respond. Okay, so Astral Drift is on the stack.
Yes.
I will pay Sacrifice to deal 5 damage.
Sure.
And then we will resolve
I'll draw my
Astral.
card.
Okay, then
Then I get to move to blocks.
blocks.
So the 3/3s are still coming at me.
Yep.
I'll block with a 4/5 and a 3/4.
Okay, so they will die. And Alibou's ability does not fire.
And then once you go to your end step, Bosch will return to play.
I'll move to my end step, Bosch will return, and I will draw a card.
Yes, because you are still the monarch.
And then, yep, to you, sir.
All right. Plains as land for turn. Your life total is?
13.
Okay. I never like doing this, but I'm going to cast a flash spell at sorcery speed.
All right.
So I'm going to pay 6 for Torrential Gear Hulk.
And what is his when enters?
So I may cast target instant card from my graveyard without paying its mana cost. If I do so, it gets exiled. Once he resolves, I'll name my target.
Yep. I'll go for Red Elemental Blast.
All right, I am going to try cycling Splendor Mare,
Okay.
triggering Astral Drift. I'll target Cataclysmic Gear Hulk.
Okay.
Or actually, I can target your stuff too.
That is
I
correct.
guess I'll target Bosch again.
Okay.
I will draw for my cycling effect.
Yep.
I did not draw action, so your Power Blast says no. I'm sorry, your Red Elemental Blast
Red
says
Elemental
no.
Power Blast.
Very different card.
Did that earlier, yes.
Very different card. All right. Then I'll cast Niv Mizzet the Pay Room.
Okay.
5/5, uncounterable. Whenever anyone casts an instant sorcery, I draw a card.
Yep.
And I draw ping for 1.
Yep.
Swing for a humble 3 in the air.
I take it.
And become the Monarch.
Yes, sir.
End step, draw for Monarchy.
Yep.
Ping you for A damage.
Yep.
Putting you to 9.
Go to 9. Yes, sir.
Pass the turn. Bosch returns to play.
Yes, sir.
Now, please do me the honor of casting instants or sorceries, please.
Go PNLR.
Sure. Make some Thopters.
We'll create a Thopter.
And Bosch can just sack any artifact to ping me for
Yes.
mana cost.
Correct. 1, 2, 3, 4 Commander Sphere.
Sure.
Tap. 1 in the pool. We'll go to combat.
Yep. All right, so what's taken 5?
We'll do 5 to Niv Mizzet.
Dies.
I'll scry 5.
So I'll block here, and then I will take 7.
Okay, so before damage resolves, I'll pay 2, giving him +1/+0.
Sure.
All right, so we will kill Gearhulk. And then you'll take
The total
7.
of 7. Already resolved the damage.
Okay. Second main, I'm gonna sack to draw. And I'll pay 3 and play Rebecca. Architect of Ascension. Artifacts I control have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts I control.
Ouch.
Pass turn.
Not what we wanted to see. Swing for 3 in the air.
Take it. Oh yeah, I had to draw from the Monarch.
Niv Mizzet the Firemind.
That is a Niv Mizzet the Fireman.
Draw for the Monarchy. Take A damage. Pass. Wanted to draw a cycling card, but no such luck.
Draw for turn.
You've got protection from 0, 2, 5, and 8.
Correct.
On the bright side, I can still block.
Soaring?
Yeah. 'Cause I don't see a 4. So, at least I don't have like pseudo unblockable yet. They're just gonna kill my Niv Mizzet when you attack with at least 4 tapped artifacts. So. Some cards have to be bad. I'm just
3.
I'm just gonna prepare to hand this over to you pretty soon.
Dig site. 5. We'll cast Ring of Replication,
Sure.
and then I will pay for Dig Site Engineer
Yeah.
to create a construct.
Sure.
That is a 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We did that right. 7. Two. 3, 4. All right. Go to combat.
Yes.
We'll attack like this.
Sure. Where's the 4 damage going?
4 going to Niv Mizzet.
So I'm gonna take 7, 6. That's 13 by my count.
13, correct.
All right. So I go from 30 to 17.
And I will scry for 4. 4. I will leave this on top. I will also become the Monarch. I will go to my end step. Draw a card for Monarch.
Making me work a lot today. I appreciate that.
That's what we want.
Do you have any artifact of CMC 3?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to cycle Curator of Mysteries,
Okay.
triggering Astral Drift.
Okay.
Astral Drift will target Rebek.
Sacrifice Bosch
Sure.
to deal 8.
On target. Cycle Lonely Sandbar. Rebecca's still here.
Yep.
No. Yeah, this Bosch gets to resolve, killing Restoration Angel. As much as I don't want that to happen. There's no point in me trying to Astral Drift more of your stuff until Rebecca's gone.
Yep.
Alright, so gone until end of turn, draw for Curator of Mysteries.
And you have to discard as well, right?
That was what I was doing by cycling it. Now I'm gonna cycle Lonely Sandbar.
Okay.
Astral Drift away your flyer.
Okay.
Draw for cycling Lonely Sandbar.
Okay.
Cycle Boon of the Wishgiver.
Okay.
Astral Drift targeting your big construct.
Okay.
Draw. Float a white. Path to Exile, Alibou. Pay a life to make a blue. Opt. Scry 1. Draw 1. Approach the second sun.
Okay.
Gain 7 life. Then I will pass the turn. There's no attackers, as much as I'd have preferred it.
All right. All right. We get a counter on Ring of Replication. Draw. Cast Alibou.
I'd like to say no.
All right. I'm still going to pay for Digside Engineers on cast trigger.
Sure.
Making a construct. And how do you lose it when you just have one? Alibou will get countered. We'll go to combat
Yes.
and
How much am I taking?
attack for 6, 7, 8.
8. So 23 minus 8. 15.
I'll draw for the Monarch.
All right. Waste as land for turn.
Yep.
What a waste. Ha 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 ha.
What a waste.
Cycle Regaring Crystal.
Okay.
Draw a card. Cycle Hollow One.
Yep.
Draw a card. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries.
Yep.
Resolves.
Yep.
I'm going to +1 to Thought Scour myself.
Okay.
Mill 2, draw 1.
Okay.
Milling Brago and Rooting Moloch, drawing Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Cycle Vizier of Tumbling Sands.
Yep.
Trigger, I'll untap a island.
Yep.
Draw for Vizier of Tumbling Sands. Do not have 7 mana. Don't win this turn. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 for Arcane Signet and 2 for Azorius Signet.
Yep.
And then I will pass the turn and hope you don't kill me on yours. You need to count to 15. Straight, I think you can get there, but we'll see.
Land for turn. Wake the Past.
Return all artifact cards from graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste. Resolves. And that's just when you cast an artifact. You can pay 2.
Correct.
All right. Go ahead and reanimate all your wonderful things.
Bosch. Command Sphere. Precursor Golem. Man. Hellkite. Mirror Incubator. Steel Overseer. Hedron Archive. Cursed Mirror, which will enter as a copy of the construct.
Sure.
Sculpting Steel,
Sure.
which will enter as a copy of the construct.
Sure.
Okay, so they are each 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 15s. Move to combat.
Yes.
Declare. I'm actually going to tap him to give
Yep.
every artifact creature +1/+1.
Sure.
And
Swinging in with a team.
swinging in with team.
All right. I'm going to cast Hercules Recall targeting you.
All right. That is.
Return all artifacts you control to your hand.
All right. I'm going to tap this for red.
Sure.
Sack to draw. So I've got one red. One red. You're at 15?
Yes.
One red. 3, 4, 6. Cards in hand?
Two.
2. One is approach the
approach.
second sun.
On the bright side, you'll be able to almost recast literally all of that.
Well, I'm just gonna try to kill you right now, unless you got a one mana cycler. Okay, so recall's good.
Okay.
So these will return on each artifact creature I control. So that will be irrelevant. And now Hercules Recall is.
Is all artifacts.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna float this too as well. So
Sure.
I've got 3 floating.
Sure.
A red and 2 colorless.
Yes.
These, and this goes here. Alright. I've got a red and 2 colorless. Alright, so before damage, I'm going to activate PNLR with red and 1, so I'll have 1 floating 1 time.
Yes.
We'll do it. Actually, well, wait. Rebecca, I'll have guys with protection from the Hercules because of Rebecca, right?
It's on you, not them.
Oh, okay. It targets me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
If you have protection, I wouldn't be able to cast the spell.
Yep. So we'll do 1. So 1 floating. A red in that one is 2. 3 is 4. Boro Signet Double Strike.
I think I doubted that because that's what now.
Should be 16 damage.
So it's 7, functionally 14 because it's going to have double strike. 16, 19.
Yep.
No fog. So game 3. All right.
Would you like to play, sir?
I
like to
will take the draw.
Absolutely. Well, then I will take the play as I have no choice.
Holy vey, that's
Oof.
not bad.
It's not great, but it plays magic. So there we are.
I'm going to keep it. It's good on the draw. I'd like better ramp in hand, but it'll get us there.
Ancient Den. Pass
Anything
the turn
for-
to you, sir.
All right. The one, the only, the desert of the mindful pass.
Oh, the desert of the real. We'll go with Mountain and Microsynth Wellspring. We'll search, thank you, my good sir, for a Mountain. You are correct, sir, that it is your go.
Plains go.
Curse you, Gravity. We'll go Unstable Obelisk.
Val Temptress resolves.
I will pass the turn.
Waste. Serum Visions. Draw cards, try 2.
Yes.
And that will probably be it. Yeah, go.
Let's go for Alibou.
Resolves.
Pass turn.
Island.
So hungry.
I know. Rapid hybridization.
Okay.
Get your humble beast. Astral Drift. Pass the turn. Excuse me. There are plenty of bad mythics in Magic.
Let's go for Rebecca.
Oh, not a fan of that, but it gets to be here. I don't like that one bit.
Attack for 3.
Take 3.
Pass turn.
Though I guess she's allowed to be here on your board state.
I like that part very much.
Cataclysmic Gearhole.
All right.
Down to 1 creature, 1 artifact, 1 enchantment. Creature, enchantment. I have no artifacts.
Creature. Artifact. Yep, none of the rest.
Okay.
Gone when Microsynth dies.
That also includes. Oh no, your
Chose that.
your enchantment was one of your choices.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure, since it can kind of escape your mind, given it's
Yes.
also a land.
Alright. Burn to Shark.
Resolves.
Pass turn.
Island. Curator of Mysteries cycled,
Okay.
triggering Astral Drift, Rebecca. Secluded Step cycled, Burnished Heart.
I'll respond.
Sure.
I'll sacrifice the heart.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw for my cycling.
Yep.
Basic land cycling, Migratory Route. It's a May ability. I'll elect to target nothing.
Yes.
Grab myself a mountain, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play it as my land for turn.
Okay.
Just to expedite things a little bit. Actually, belay that order. I played an island as land for turn. The
Right.
mountain's just gonna go to hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rebecca.
that's a Rebecca. We'll
Yes.
come back fairly soon.
Yeah.
Swing for 4.
30.
And then
6. I go.
and then say go.
All right.
Rebecca will return to play.
Rebecca is back.
Guess who's back? Back
Rebecca.
again.
She's Rebecca.
Shady's back.
Draw for turn.
I've never actually cast Route. Exclusively used it for the draw.
Go for Angel of Ruins.
When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 artifacts or enchantments. I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cycle my countervailing winds.
Okay.
So I can save my Gear Hulk.
Yep.
But you will get to exile Astral Drift.
We'll get the drift.
Draw for cycling.
And then we'll attack for 3. And pass turn.
Gear Hulk returns.
Yep.
Artifact, creature, enchantment. Planeswalker. Choose one, sack the rest.
Artifact, creature.
Okay. Mountain.
This here, Battlefield Forge.
7 cards in hand. Vandal Blast, not overloaded.
Yep.
Swing for 4.
I take it. 32.
Pass the turn. We have entered the answers trading part of the game.
Portion of the evening. Pia and Kieran Nalar.
Sure,
Make 2 1/1 thunders.
sure. Chat protection from 0.
That is correct.
And theirs is pay a red and 2, sack an artifact to shock.
Yeah. And pass the turn, sir.
On your end step, I'm going to go ahead and flash out Deceiver Exarch.
Okay.
I'll tap down. Four, 5, 6, 7. Tap down Rebecca.
Okay.
Draw. Waste. I'm going to go ahead and swing in for 4.
All right. I'll take it.
All right, pass the turn.
We'll go for Alibou.
She resolve. Oh, yeah, resolves.
Go to combat.
Yes.
2 in the air.
No blocks.
All right, and I'll put 2 on you.
Sure, so I take 4 in total, going down to 30.
Scry 2. Pass turn.
On your end step, I'd like to Sphinx's Revelation X for 5.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to draw 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain 5.
Sorry, microphone.
Then untap, upkeep, draw. Would you believe me if I told you I didn't draw a single land off that? Because I did. Didn't draw a single land off that.
Then I would believe you.
Gonna cast
They don't like
Peregrine
living.
Drake.
All right.
May I untap my 5 lands?
Yes, you may.
All right. Go ahead and pay 2 life to Gataxian Probe you. Okay. I'm gonna draw my card for Gataxian Probe. Gonna float a colorless for Ash Barrens.
Yep.
Gonna grab a mountain and then play it as land for turn.
Okay.
Gonna float 2 red and 2. Gonna spend the 2 others, so a blue and 1,
Okay.
to cycle Vizier of Tumbling Sands.
Okay.
Gonna untap a mountain, float for another red. 2 more. Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker.
Yep.
Would like to make Infinite Deceiver Exarchs.
You got it, sir.
Oh. All right, good games.
Good games. Good games.